Hello everyone, I am Pramod Bhalerao, working as an assistant professor in CEC department of Devgiri Institute of Engineering and Management Studies. Today we are going to see the topic of entity relationship diagram. Under this topic we will try to study ER diagram introduction and the ER diagram notation. Okay, so ER diagram is nothing but the entity relationship diagram. This entity relationship model describes the structure of a database with the help of a diagram which is known as entity relationship diagram. So basically this ER diagram is a graphical representation which we can represent to describe the structure of a database. ER model helps to systematically analyze data requirements to produce a well-designed database. The ER model represents the real-world entities and the relationship between them. So with the help of the ER model, we try to represent the real world entities. ER model is used to model the logical view of the system. Now, there are three different components are there for the ER diagram. These are entity, attribute and the relationship. We will try to see these component one by one. So the first component is the entity. Now what do you mean by entity? So entity may be any object, a class, person or any place. An entity is represented as a rectangle in an ER diagram. So as far as the graphical representation is concerned, in ER diagram, entity can be represented with the help of a rectangle. So in the diagram you can see here the student or teacher and the projects. These are the different entities are represented as a rectangle. An entity is an object of entity type and set of all entities is called as entity set. So we may consider an example for an organization. So under any organization we may have manager, product, employee, department. So these all are nothing but the entities. So we will consider this as the entity. Now the next component is the attribute. Now what do you mean by attribute? So attributes are nothing but simply the properties of the entity type. So attributes are the properties which define the entity type. We'll take a simple example. Consider the student entity. So for the student entity, we may have the different properties of the student like the roll number of the student, name of the student, date of birth or age and the address of the student or else the mobile number of the student. So whatever these different properties are there, so these are nothing but the attribute for the student. As far as the graphical representation is concerned, in ER diagram, attribute can be represented as a oval. So you can see here, this oval is going to be utilized so as to represent the attribute. Under that attribute, under that oval, we may write down the attribute name. Now, there are four different types of attributes are there, namely key attribute, composite attribute, multi-valued attribute and the derived attribute. We will try to see these different attributes one by one. The first one is the key attribute. Now basically a key attribute is nothing but which can uniquely identify an entity from the entity set. Consider the student as an entity. So for the student entity we have the different attributes like roll number, name, age and address. But as far as the different attributes are concerned, this student entity can be represented uniquely or can be identified uniquely with the help of the roll number as an attribute. So we can say that here the roll number is the key attribute for student entity. So key attribute is represented by oval, same as other attribute. However, the text of the key attribute is underlined. So you can see here in this diagram, so this roll number is underlined. Right? The next attribute type is the composite attribute. Composite attribute is nothing but an attribute that is combination of the other attribute. Okay, so we can take an example here, that is student entity. So for the student entity, we have address as one of the attribute. Now this address attribute is composed of different attributes like the PIN number, state and the country. So in student entity, the student address is composite attribute, as an address is composed of the other attributes such as the PIN code, state and the country. So this is the composite attribute. The next type of the attribute is the multi-valued attribute. The name itself gives you an idea that an attribute that can hold multiple value is known as the multi-valued attribute. As far as the ER diagram is concerned, so graphical representation for the multi-valued attribute is the double oval. Okay, so as an example, you can see here in this diagram, you can see the student phone number. So every student may have, any particular student may have the multiple phone number, right? So that can be represented as the multi-valued attribute as a double oval. The next attribute type is the derived attribute. The derived attribute is nothing but the one whose value is dynamic and derived from the another attribute. Okay, so in the diagram you can see age is one of the derived attribute. Derived attribute can be represented with the help of a dash line in terms of the graphical representation. Now this age can be derived from the attribute that is date of birth, right? So with the help of the date of birth, I can derive age, right? So this is a derived attribute. The next component is the relationship. Now what do you mean by relationship? It is just an association between two or more entities. So relationship are represented by diamond shaped box as far as the graphical representation is concerned. So the name of the relationship is written inside the diamond box. You can see here in the example, so teacher teaches student. So this teaches is the relationship. So there are four types of relationships are there, namely one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, many-to-one relationship and the many-to-many relationship. So these are the different components are there for the ER diagram, that is entity, attributes and the relationship. Thank you.